So welcome again, this is Marcin for Adorama. We are here at Photokina 2016 in Köln, and I'm here with Michael from Hasselblad, and we're gonna talk about really exciting camera, which is the X1D. First off the bat, this is a mirrorless medium format, which means you can take photography to a completely different level in a size that's practically smaller than a lot of DSLR cameras.
Right, and we call it a compact medium format camera.
Yeah.
It's really the first mirrorless compact medium format camera on the marketplace. So Hasselblad went all out to create a camera where we were able to put the same 50 megapixel sensor into this camera that we have in our H6D line of cameras as well, which is a kind of a revolutionary feat.
It is, and the body is completely weather sealed.
It's weather sealed, yes. So it's built for being used outdoors, whereas the H6D cameras are more known and more at home in the studio. This is really a camera designed for travel photography, landscape photography. Take it with you.
But the Hasselblad quality doesn't say you can't use it in a studio, right?
No, you can absolutely still use it in the studio.
It's just additional function.
Right, and in addition, the lens support. So out of the gate, we came out with two lenses, a 45mm and a 90mm. And just here at Photokina, yesterday, we launched a 30mm lens as well. Next year, we'll launch a series of new lenses. So we'll have 5 new lenses announced over the next 12 months. And we also have an adapter that's to get back to the studio. So for our H camera lenses, for the H6D, H5D, and previous generations of H cameras, you can get an adapter for this camera, for the X1D, to put those lenses and use those lenses on this camera. So really part of the family and a full part of the system.
And extremely versatile camera. And in addition, I know this is your anniversary, 75th anniversary, so there's a 4116 version of this camera coming out at the same time as well, right?
Right. So 4116 is 1941 to 2016, 75 years of Hasselblad, and behind, over our shoulders, is the 4116 edition of the X1D.
Beautiful as well.
It's all black. Comes as a package with some special things inside the box. So.
And I think it will be sold as a kit with a lens.
It's a kit with a lens.
Okay,
yes.
it's a kit with a lens. Just one more thing, because people, I guess, are wondering. This is a working camera that will be shipping next month, right?
Yep. Starting to ship very soon.
So we have quite unusual collaboration that happened just recently, and where Hasselblad and Motorola met to create quite special device. And we just want to ask Michael and Sean, how did it happen, and what drove you actually towards creating something together?
Sure, Marcin. Hasselblad had over the last few years been thinking and strategizing about what we could do in the mobile market, what we could do with the smartphone market. And in the process of doing that, we also were approaching our 75th anniversary, and we said, wow, we really need to do something really special. And so we were looking at the market, looking at the technologies available, looking at what we could build ourselves, when Motorola approached us and explained to us the Moto Mods concept, which is a modular system, which Sean can explain from Motorola better than I can, but it's a system for adding functionality and features and new hardware to a smartphone. And to the Moto Z line of smartphones. And we saw that technology, or that platform, and both our R&D team and our product management team looked at it and said, this is absolutely the kind of thing we're looking for. Motorola didn't want us to be coming in and just putting our name on a product. They wanted us to help design a product, and the product platform was built in such a way that we actually could put our DNA into that product, both on the hardware and the software side. So the Hasselblad True Zoom product is a true collaboration with Motorola from the technology on the hardware side and the software side, but also a fully integrated product into the Motorola Android ecosystem. So this is not an add-on or an adapter to the device. It's an extension of the device in a fully integrated way.
And I know that both companies had a lot of input in terms of designing not only hardware but software, right?
That's right. Yeah, we worked heavily with the Hasselblad team on the Focus software, and actually quite a lot of good image processing development to go into the raw processing that is part of this solution. We also work very closely on the hardware development, including the 10x
Lens.
optical zoom lens and the specialized image sensor that is well tuned to this experience. So now what we've done is add to our mobile experience something that's kind of new and special, and that's 10x optical zoom. That's 25 to 250 millimeter, 35 millimeter equivalent zoom lens. Very powerful zoom lens in a very thin profile. You can fit it in your pocket. You can take pictures from the sidelines of your kids playing sports. It's so much of an improvement over mobile in general. But the other powerful component here is the flash. The xenon flash is can stop action, and it can also fill flash for daylight and shoot very, very well in the night time shots indoors and so forth. So this experience has kind of catapulted the whole mobile experience for us, and it's been great to work with the Hasselblad guys and collaborate.
And it's unusual to see, this is a true flash, not just some LED that you have on a normal mobile phone, right?
Yeah, it's a xenon flash, so not like an LED flash that comes on slow and goes off slow and only gives out a little bit of light. It has a guide number of 9, I believe, which is pretty impressive very impressive for a smartphone and pretty impressive for a camera in general. So you're able to not only shoot a room full of people with the flash, but also to freeze the motion if you've got some action going on as well.
And I know we have some sample images because some people might not think about, okay, so what's the real difference between shooting with a mobile phone and I have a zoom, but no, this is a 10 times optical zoom. So there is a gigantic, enormous difference between the results you can get with this camera.
That's right. I don't know if we can zoom in on this or not, but...
yeah, we're going to take kind of this later on. But,
so this basically shows, I mean, you can see at 500 feet in this shot, the text in the 10x optical zoom, and it's not even visible in the mobile. Mobile's still a great experience, it just can't achieve that result. This is the Sears Tower off the top of the roof, and you can definitely see the image structure and powerful sharpness improvement that you get from the 10x optical zoom. So I use it all the time. I leave mine attached. It's a great experience.
So this might be a game breaker for a connection between photography and a mobile phone, and we're looking forward for everyone going to be using it, right?
I totally agree.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.